What if I told you that by simply pulling back and not always being there, you could make her want you more than ever before? Sounds like a game, right? But the truth is, there's a psychological phenomenon at play that can make a woman crave your presence, not because you're always around, but because you know when to step back and let her feel the absence. Have you ever felt that she's taking you for granted, or maybe you've been the one chasing her, trying to get her attention? Here's the shocking part: the less you chase, the more she will come after you. I know it sounds crazy, but let me explain why ignoring her, even just for the right amount of time, can actually increase her attraction towards you. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll be armed with psychological secrets that will change the way you approach attraction forever. Before we go any further, take a moment and think about your own experiences. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you were giving too much, and it wasn't being appreciated? Drop a comment below, I want to hear your thoughts. And remember to stick around until the end. I'll show you exactly how to use this knowledge in real-life situations, and make it work for you. Let's get into it. You know the saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder? Well, it's not just some romantic notion, it's backed by psychology. Attraction isn't built on constant proximity, but on emotional distance that creates a longing for connection. When you're always available, you become predictable. But when you step back, even just for a moment, you give her the chance to miss you, to reflect on the value of your presence in her life. Here's the truth: relationships thrive on emotional tension. And the best way to create that tension is by giving space, by not constantly chasing after her. Let's break it down even further. Here's why ignoring her for the right reasons is actually a smart move when it comes to building attraction. Number 1. The power of absence. Let's start with one of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal: absence. Now, this doesn't mean disappearing for weeks on end or playing mind games. It's about creating just enough space for her to realize she misses you. It's about breaking the cycle of being too available. Think about it like this: when you're constantly texting, calling, or replying right away, she doesn't have to work for your attention. You're always within arm's reach, like a comfortable background presence. But the moment you pull away, even just for a few hours, she starts to feel the vacuum you've left. She starts asking, where is he? What's going on? And that thought alone plants the seed of desire. You've been chatting with her daily, then suddenly you don't respond as quickly. It's not because you're trying to ignore her, it's because you're allowing her the space to wonder. And as she wonders, she feels something she didn't before: a need for your attention. And that pulls her in. Number 22. Emotional roller coaster. Humans are wired to love unpredictability. It's like a roller coaster ride. When things are too smooth, we get bored. But when there's a bit of up and down, it feels more exciting. By not being too available, you create an emotional high and low. One minute you're there, and the next, you're not. The mystery of where you are and why you're not texting back creates a sense of intrigue. Let's say you're always there for her. You text her good morning every day, you respond right away, and you're consistently available. That's great, right? But after a while, she starts to expect it. But when you disappear for a while, just enough for her to notice, you create unpredictability. And unpredictability triggers emotional excitement. Number 3. The mystery of your life: make her wonder. You've probably heard the saying, you don't want to reveal everything about yourself too soon. And it's true, especially when it comes to attraction. By ignoring her for short bursts, you don't spill everything about yourself in one go. You keep a little bit of mystery about you. This makes her wonder, and that wondering makes her want to know more about you. Let me ask you, if she already knows every detail of your life, what's left for her to discover? But if you don't always reveal everything, she starts to feel a sense of curiosity. And curiosity breeds attraction. Number 4. The power of choice: let her chase you. Think about it: when you're always there, it's too easy for her. She doesn't have to chase you, and if there's no chase, there's no thrill. The best way to make her want you more is to give her the opportunity to chase you. Here's the psychology behind this: people are naturally drawn to what they can't have immediately. When you create a little distance, she's forced to invest more emotionally, to wonder about you, and to earn your attention. That feeling of wanting something she can't have creates a deep emotional attachment. Number 5. Cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance occurs when there's a disconnect between our thoughts and actions. Let me explain. When you step back and stop responding to her as quickly as usual, she feels something is off. She doesn't understand why you're not texting her back, and that confusion creates emotional turmoil. Here's where it gets interesting. That inner conflict makes her want to resolve it. She thinks, why isn't he reaching out? Did I do something wrong? And the only way she can resolve this uncertainty is by becoming more invested in you. The discomfort of not knowing builds desire. Number 6. Confidence is key. Stop chasing, start leading. Let's talk about confidence. True confidence doesn't come from always being there for someone, begging for their attention. True confidence comes from knowing your worth and respecting your time. When you pull back and don't chase her, it signals to her that you value yourself, and that is magnetic. Confidence in this situation means you're willing to let her chase you, let her wonder if she'll hear from you again. It shows that you don't need her to define your worth, and that self-assurance is a major turn-on. Number 7. Emotional investment. Let her miss you, then reconnect. Absence doesn't just create longing, it forces her to invest more in the relationship. The more time she spends wondering where you are or why you haven't reached out, the more she starts to emotionally invest in you. This investment makes her feel a sense of ownership over your connection. When you reappear after being absent for a while, she feels like she's earned that connection. That emotional investment she's made in wondering about you makes her more likely to value your time together when you reconnect. Number 8. The power of your schedule. One of the most attractive things you can do is make your time valuable. If you're always available, it signals that your time isn't valuable. But when you pull back, you're showing that your time is limited, and that makes you more attractive. When she knows she can't have you all the time, it creates a sense of urgency. She wants to spend more time with you before you pull away again. And that makes her appreciate your time more. Number 9. Emotional highs and lows. Let's dive into how emotions play a huge role in attraction. Think about a relationship where everything is predictable. The highs are low because they don't feel exciting. But when you mix things up, when you create that emotional high and low, you make her feel alive in the relationship. Each time you pull away, you raise the emotional stakes. And when you do finally reconnect, the rush of excitement makes her feel that much more attracted to you. Number 10. Boundaries and respect. Finally, pulling away helps to establish your boundaries. It shows that you respect yourself enough not to chase after someone constantly. And this is crucial in relationships because respect is the foundation of attraction. When you step back, you make her respect you more. She starts to see that you have your own life, your own needs, and your own boundaries, and that makes you infinitely more attractive. So here's the pro tip: the next time you feel like you're giving too much, pull back. Allow her the space to miss you, to wonder about you, and to chase you. You're not playing games, you're simply respecting your own boundaries and creating a healthy emotional dynamic. What's your experience with pulling back in relationships? Have you ever noticed how it can make someone want you more? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more relationship insights. Keep growing your confidence, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, the key to attraction isn't always about being there, it's about knowing when to create space. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care of yourself, create those emotional dynamics, and make your relationships thrive.